Alright, books, come here. Come here, books. Okay, it's not even a big stack. What am I doing with my life? Hi friends, it's Kay. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm bringing you my July TBR. Now, this TBR is ambitious considering I have not read more than like 5 books in 1 month before, and it's already halfway through the month and I've not started any of these. But you know what? It's completely fine. We got this, and I'm going to share them with you anyway. Also, this is the first time I've been able to split up my TBR into different, like, categories, if you will. So I have some cute, beachy romance reads, and then some fantasy, and then, for the first time ever, an ARC. I'm so excited about that. So let's just jump right into it. So the first book I am hoping to read, and this time I'm definitely going to get to it at the beach. Because if you were around last year, I wanted to read this at the beach, but I just never had the chance to, and I'm still really annoyed with myself. So this month when I go for my week-long beach trip, we're rectifying that, and I'm going to read Beach Read by Emily Henry. Now, if you've been on BookTube at all in the last year, then you know this book has swept everyone away. It is like a 5-star by everyone I have ever met, or met is a relative, but you know what I mean. And this has just become super beloved, and her book, People We Meet on Vacation, has also been an extremely amazing smash hit with everyone. So I'm super excited to dive into this one. Honestly, I forgot the in-depth summary, but what I remember is that in this book, we have 2 authors who end up at the same beach resort, and they're kind of rivals, so they end up having a bet about they're going to switch genres and see who can finish their book first. So one's a romance writer, one's a literary fiction author, and as you can guess by the romance part, there's going to be a romance between them, and I'm super, super excited, and I cannot wait. The second cute, beachy type read I want to do this summer is The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren, and Christina Lauren is a romance author duo that everyone absolutely loves. I have never read one of their books before, but I have heard this one is absolutely amazing, so I'm wanting to start with this one. So in this one, we have 2 people. The main character's sister is the bride, and she ends up getting shell food poisoning. The entire wedding party gets shell food poisoning. Disgusting. No thank you. Ew. And so this honeymoon is completely up for grabs, and so she is not going to let the grist man, who is her, like, enemy, go on this extremely amazing honeymoon alone, so she ends up going with him as fake honeymooners and as enemies to lovers, and I'm not particularly fond of that genre, but in this contemporary, I think it will actually be really cute. So I'm super looking forward to this. I heard it's funny, witty, and amazing, and I cannot wait. Now on to my fantasy books. This first one is a fantasy romance, and I am actually super excited about this, and that is A Touch of a Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. Now, I've heard really mixed opinions on this, but overall, I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I did do it. Sorry, my sister interrupted me. Where was I? Oh, yeah! Touch of Darkness. So, in this book, it's a contemporary Hades and Persephone retelling, and what is it actually about? I just know it's really heavily fantasy romance. Oh, these pages are so interesting. Also, this is like self-published, and it is one of the few self-published books that have made it to a Barnes & Noble, so that's absolutely exciting. Go Scarlett St. Clair, I'm so happy for her. Alright, so the description's kind of like shorter in here than it is on Goodreads, but I think I remember enough. So in this book we have Persephone, who actually cannot make flowers grow at all. She's the goddess of spring in title only, and she ends up running into Hades, who has like a gambling realm. He has bets that get collected in the mortal world, and they end up going into a bargain where she has to bring life to the underworld, and it's definitely fantasy romance, and I'm super excited to see how I enjoy this, and I think I am going to really like it. Now, getting off the fantasy romance, but not really, we have the sequel to one of my favorite books of last year, Seasons of Chaos by El Casamano. I'm so hyped for the conclusion of this duology. I can't really say anything because this follows an extremely major plot point of the last book, Seasons of the Storm, But let me just run it down for you. This is our seasons personified. We have Jack, who is the winter, and Fleur, who is the spring, and they fall in love, and it is absolutely forbidden. And so, let's see, what are the tropes in here? I can't even name them. It has my absolute favorite found family trope I've read in a long time. It has a fantasy road trip, and awesome. It also has the opposite of the ice core heist. You have to break out of an impossible fortress. Amazing. And this also has one of the coolest elemental magic plots I have read in like a long time, maybe ever. So if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what will. And also has 2 super amazing romances. So yeah, go read Seasons of the Storm so you can pick up this conclusion of the duology. And the last of the fantasy books I'm hoping to get to is the book that has been on my physical TBR shelf for the longest of any book. I point blank remember buying this book and it just sitting there for, I think it's been 3 years at this point, maybe more, but I don't think it's been more. But that is Furyborn. This has been on my TBR for so long, and I truly do believe I'm going to enjoy it. I have heard very polarizing opinions of this book, but I do think I'm going to really love it. And Rue from Rue's Reading Corner recently read this book and she absolutely loved it, so I kind of have high hopes for it now. So in this book we're following 2 timelines, and I've also kind of been low-key spoiled about the family relationships in this book, but I don't even care because I don't think it's really gonna hurt me too much. But in this book we have a prophecy stating that 2 queens, the Sun Queen and the Blood Queen, are going to come back and they're either going to destroy the world or save it. And yeah, I've heard there's like interesting romances in here. I've heard mixed opinions on the romances too, but I really have heard that Rael and what's his face, Core something, they are a fan favorite of the 2 romances in this book, so I have high hopes and I'm really super excited, so let's hope I love it. And last but not least on my TBR, I have my first ever arc that I have been sent. Take a moment to scream, please, because I'm screaming. Okay. Anyway, so this is called Sleeping Around, and it's by Morgan Vega, and she is one of my Bookstagram mutuals. She's amazing, and it is a contemporary book about college, which is awesome because I'm a junior in college and there are not near enough contemporaries out there about college life. And this one is about a freshman girl who is a violinist, and she's in the music program, and she's also a foster kid, so she's trying to break away from the system and go live her own life away from it. But as soon as she gets to college, everything goes wrong pretty much. She doesn't have her dorm arrangement and a bunch of other stuff goes down, but I am super excited to get around to it, and it's coming out in August, so I really hope you guys check it out. So these are the books I'm hoping to read in the remaining days of July. Wish me luck, but I have high hopes because I think I'm going to get through some of these. So yeah, go me. I'm just gonna set these over here now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know what is on your July TBR. I would love to hear about it, and if you like this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I'd love to have you here on my channel community, and if you want to find me elsewhere, my social medias are linked below. Until next time, I'm Kay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!